You take the bubbles and shut them up your fucking ass. How about that?
Breasts.
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 You're getting Grandpa excited.
Congratulations.
Breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it.
This almost sounds like meditation music, doesn't it? Oh, look, the quartering's streaming. I'm excited. Holy fuck, the bass in these earbuds. Oh, God, the birds. And the goddamn birds. Hello, everybody. And welcome to an excited episode of Man vs. Bird. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I say a lot of things. Or sometimes I even think I say things because I get stoned for the streams. And I was like, I think I did say, and if I'm wrong, correct me, that if he did something astronomically stupid, or if something of significance happened, that I would discuss it. Something of significance happened. But breaking news, here are my sausages. Matter of fact, please, music. Oh, these are my sausages. These are my sausages. Dad has 2 sausages pressed against his head. And why does he have 2 sausages pressed against his head? Let me tell you why. Because on Thanksgiving Eve, I am going to be eating, not the whole sausage. I don't want to clog a fucking artery, but I'll have a nice good amount to make it spicy. I'm going to be eating cow balls. I'm going to be having durian. I'm going to be sitting on a cake, and I'm going to be getting my chest shaved on Twitch. Because even though they were gifted subs and they're gone, that's okay. We hit the membership goal. Let's talk about that. First off, hold on. I got to get to the other super chats. You just read my mind, CB96. Let's have a discussion about that. So your shoulders 12 times. Well, fuck you.
Try to relax your anus.
I meant this.
Your shoulders. Your shoulders.
That was not annoying at all. So I'm review probably going to go under 1 million subs again, USA. So the new shit list that I am on is because of that video regarding Donkey, where people, as a person who knows that people will do things for my honor, not because they actually give a shit about me. Who is messaging me? I should turn my ringer off. Like, people will want to say something, be like, hey, Rich at ReviewTechUSA sent me here and says that this sucks, just wanted to let you know. Not because they think it sucks, but they want to discredit the person talking about it. I've had that happen on multiple occasions to me. Why people think that's such a shocking thing, I don't know. The other defense I heard were, Rich, Sonic fans wouldn't do that because there have been times that developers have lost bonuses due to reviews. And I'm like, not because of user fucking reviews, because of the Metacritic actual score. They didn't lose it over, dude. Every company would go out of business if they went by user scores. How many times did games get review bombed for the stupidest fucking reasons? But Obsidian, they're talking. It was the company who made Fallout New Vegas. They missed the Metacritic score by like 2 fucking points. And it's pretty fucked up. But it had nothing to do with the user score. I'm going to record it. So I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to review the game. I have it on PC. Jay has it on PS5. I bought him a copy so we could review it. And you know how, Rich, how do we know your review is honest? Because either way, I'm fucked in the ass. Because if I say I like the game, people are going to say I'm damage controlling and trying to appease the audience that I lost because of what I said. And if I say I think the game sucks, they're going to say I'm like doubling or tripling down. So why not just be truthful? Man, these sausages are cold. Look at these sausages. Look at these sausages. Do you want this? Do you want this spicy beef in your mouth? This is the best content on YouTube, and you know it. It is, and I'm going through all the super chats, Jeffrey. I'm still up a little more, actually. Yes, I saw that someone sent it to me. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. Don't ask me. Not a fucking clue. But I played some more of it again today. Of course, I'm going to play a decent amount of it this week. Not this weekend, I'll have my kids. And I gotta, tomorrow, I was actually supposed to get them tomorrow, but I have to do 2 fucking video reviews. And I need to get them done. Plus, I want to have everything done before they come, so I don't have to work when they're here. I don't like doing that. But next week, I'm going to play a bunch of Sonic Frontiers, and then we're going to review it. We're going to do a joint review on Sonic Frontiers. And either way, I'm fucked. So there's no motivation for me to give any response that I have to. Who knows? Maybe I'll get 4 hours into the game and be like, oh my god, this game is actually pretty damn good. You know? So there's that. All right, so I need you to beat your chest like a gorilla for Seb. Please announce when you do so I can pull over and... I'm beating my chest like a gorilla. This is turning into like OnlyFans fetish shit, but... Okay. Do I have to count this or something? I also know that Goat Simulator 3 came out, which I actually bought for my son. I don't know anything. CB96, let me make sure I answered your full question.
I am thoroughly tickled.
And so am I. I don't know enough about Pokemon to make... And that's why I wouldn't do it. You know? I have at least tried a decent amount of the 3D Sonic games to know that, look, I'll give you this, Sonic Frontiers is better than any other 3D Sonic game since like Sonic Adventure 2. Hooray. Yay.
Congratulations.
You know? Yes, I know it's a must-watch. They say Sonic, so I don't know about anything about Pokemon to give a educated opinion on it, so I wouldn't do it. Gorilla Rich, nice Goats. Yeah, I want to try Goat Simulator. My kids love Goat Simulator, so. Rich, I DM'd you Ombre Guy's 2-hour video on Tellurico. He exposed a ton of his lies that haven't been covered elsewhere. It's called Roblox Oof. Okay. Maybe we'll watch that. Let's see how much fun we have with Phil. That doesn't sound right, but whatever. We'll go with it. So, Seymour and Tommy, thank you. You've got some big... These are fucking ginormous. So, what is it? So, what is 6 times 1? There's 6 servings. I'm not eating the whole sausage. Even on Thanksgiving Eve. I'm eating that day, but I'm not going to eat the whole fucking... Because that means there's... I don't know. I'm too lazy to do math right now. It's that simple. And I know already. So, Rich, have you seen the Cameo DSP had on GDC God of War level design video? Yes, and he got pissed off. I kind of, you know what, man? Jeffrey, I kind of don't blame him for that. Like, it's not like a commentator on YouTube. It's a corporation, and it's just like you're using the guy's footage. You can't show his face. Kind of fucked. I know. Look, Phil can't stand me like 90% of the internet, so. Watch the H Bomber guy. Yes, we're going to watch that video. Maybe tonight, but definitely. Maybe I'll have Jay with that. Oh, God, how much one serving of this thing fucking probably has sodium. One serving is 820 milligrams. One fucking serving. What's up, Fat Phil? One serving. Dude, that is an insane amount of salt in this big log. Taste it. Come on, fucking shut up and taste it. Yeah, it gets your fucking fingers swollen. That is a lot of salt, bro. Yikes. Why do I have a feeling this thing is not... We'll find out Thanksgiving Eve on Twitch. Link below in the description. Shameless plug. But I bet you this is not as spicy. Anyway. Watch. So, yeah, that's a 310% chance of happening. I just don't know tonight because the fun we're going to have with Phil. And again, you go. I think I said it. If I didn't say it and I'm imagining things that I said, well, I'm a fucking pothead. But that's why I'm only tasting this shit. You know, or what I'll do is like just not eat for the day, and if someone gives like some insane donation, then I'll swallow a whole log. And that's not going to be a thing. I'm just doing that on Thanksgiving Eve. Do not think I'm going to start doing like Nikocado avocado mukbangs to make money. I'll start sucking. I know I've been saying this over. I'll start sucking dick on OnlyFans. I know, Rich. You keep saying you'll be sucking dick. Oh, look, here's me holding a sausage and talking about sucking dick. Fuck you. Rich, the real #1 brand in honesty, save the cucumber.
Cucumbers.
Have you played it? Yes, so does it work? I haven't tried it on Steam Deck. Have not tried it on Steam Deck. I actually was recording a bunch of... I got that B-Link computer with the... 6900 HX processor with the 680M integrated graphics, and man, everything you could play Elden Ring 1080p high settings, and it stays mostly 30 FPS or above. Integrated graphics, full HD, high settings Elden Ring. You ain't getting it out of last gen consoles, you know. I played Sonic Frontier. Oh, Rich doesn't even know the name of the game, and he's going to review it. Taste my sausage. Then I wonder why YouTube doesn't recommend my channel to anybody. I'm sitting here holding a sausage to an imaginary fucking bird. Think about it. Review Sausages USA. Frontiers doesn't really run like... Had to use West settings? What's West settings? Or lowest settings, you mean? Yeah, I don't have to do that on the, well, the 6900H, the RDNA 2. You have 4, there's 8 compute units of RDNA 2 in the Steam Deck. There's 12 in the 680M that's going to be the new integrated graphics on upcoming processors from AMD. Dude, they're so fucking capable. So I guess those extra 4 compute units, and it could also be issues with, is he playing it in with SteamOS and not in Windows? Could be issues with that too. Something with the Proton layer. So I haven't tried it. Phil Burnell be bussin'. He, I feel like he was asking Critical out on a date, and Critical said no. What is good, Ukami? How are you? Twitch stream is Thanksgiving Eve. I'll be streaming on Twitch beforehand then. But that'll be the stream where I lose my fucking mind. So, what was I going to say? All right, let's continue here. We're at 500 people, but let me get through. I want to make sure I get all the super chats. Calling Saints Row 2020 Game of the Year. Also getting a spam of hand jobs all around. Oh, yeah. That game is just, that game is fucking shit.
Hand jobs all around.
That's a man with hair. It's a man with hair. But I'll end it with this until I actually get... Well, people are going to keep asking about Sonic Frontiers, so no, we'll continue to talk about Sonic Frontiers. I'll shut up. But it's a functional... As of now, my mind may change and I may like it more. But as of now, it is a functional platformer. I'll be patient, though. I saw some puzzles in this game. Who ignored whose super chat? I didn't ignore any fucking super chats. I don't ignore... I may miss a super chat. But I don't ignore super chats. I even answer troll super chats sometimes. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. Okay, I'm missing some. Rich and DSP will be on Twitch in 20 minutes. Didn't need all seconds, Rich. Damn, you finished quick, dude. Congratulations. You making a video on the Mick Gordon Bethesda drama? Another round of shoulders, please. I don't know.
Your shoulders. Your shoulders. Your shoulders.
I mean, obviously, as you see today, I'm still doing news, but there's like... News will always be a thing. But I'm noticing that the videos that are doing well are the ones where I'm coming up with unique stuff. Wow, yeah, being unique gets you viewership. Who would have thought? Let them lick door mods. Can I be... Yes, Black Sheep, you could be a mod, not because you paid, but I know your name. So maybe I'll make it. That's a really deep rabbit hole that I'm kind of behind on, so I would have to look into it too. The delicious salt. Someone asked about Warzone. Speaking of integrated graphics, I just got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 to run smooth on this 680M. It's weird. I have to go to basic graphics to get it to run at 1080p 60. Maybe because I have to get it, it's a Call of Duty game. Anything under 60 is unacceptable. But I do basic with fidelity effects on quality, so it doesn't really... The one thing I do change, though, to make it custom graphics with Modern Warfare 2 is I turn up anti-aliasing to filmic, whatever the fuck it's called. I can't think of it right now, because if you don't turn it up to the higher end anti-aliasing, I still keep the quality of the anti-aliasing on low, but I use the better quality anti-aliasing, because if you don't, it looked like there's jaggies everywhere. But you can turn that up, and I turn on motion blur. I like motion blur. Some people hate it. Hey, the toggle's there, depending on how you feel. Yeah, it's solid 60 on mobile graphics, I think it could be optimized more, though, because I think the Vega graphics with the beta was running it at higher settings. You're glad Phil is back and your jaw's hitting the ground.
My jaw's hitting the ground.
I guess I get a lot of Gary Busey. I'll give you big taints. I get a lot of requests for delicious salt. I think it has to come back.
And big taints.
Addicted to this new game called Against the Storm. What is it on? Elizabeth Holmes gets 20 years and a 20-year-old Asian girl gives me a happy ending. Like at a massage parlor? Well, hey, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and fuck Elizabeth Holmes. Scam artist. You know what I mean? Especially with something like that, where you're doing blood work and lab work, how important that is. And you're trying to scam people with that. I've eaten a whole grocery store smashed and loaded potato salad in one serving. At least I needed salt. Dude, you're going to have like potato salad with mayonnaise. Oh, you're going to be shitting, dude. Either that or he'll shit a brick. I've been wanting to watch Joey's World Tour. Dude, I can't. It's disgusting. I'm going to throw up. He like makes those mouth noises that like make me want to shit. Miss my super chat because I'm Abby now. Pat is a man with pubic hair for hair.
Hand jobs all around.
Well, we're at almost 600 people. Hey, Rich, this is kind of heavy, but my dad passed on Sunday. I'm very sorry, and I inherited his Switch. I miss him dearly, but I wonder what games I should play. What a mixture of a super chat there. Obvious ones are like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, my brother screaming like he's getting fisted in the background. I'll stop hitting applause for a bit. I'm sorry to hear about your dad, but there's a ton of games for this. I gotta finally play. I bought Bayonetta 3 day one. I haven't touched it yet. There's another one, Bayonetta 3. Performance issues aside of here, it's a fantastic game. Danny or Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3 you can get on the Switch. I'm having a blast with Frontiers so far. I hear the Switch port is pretty rough, though, which, to be honest, I don't even know why they'd try to make... You have a Sonic the Hedgehog, which is a high-speed character, in an open-world game. You're going to try to make that shit run on Switch? You know how demanding that is? The draw calls they got to do on Switch. You're asking a Tegra X1 from 2015 to do that? Good luck. Rendering all those assets while Sonic's going 600 miles an hour? Ha ha, and big taints. That's right, Foil Grim. Did I miss your super chat, that gamer? No, I didn't even get to it yet, dude. I didn't even get to it yet. I like Sonic. I'm also a Sonic fan, not one of the I also respect your opinion on Frontiers and the But and as a person who has had people do that, like, I'm not anywhere near and never have been anywhere near as successful as Donkey. But people do that, dude. And they'll do it to discredit you. Like, I can have an opinion about somebody and people will pretend to be white knighting for me even though I tell them to do the exact fucking opposite. But they're not white knighting for me. They just want to make me look bad so the person can use it. Oh, Rich's audience is attacking me. And user scores don't affect if games get made or not. It's they go by the actual Metacritic score. Everyone kept on bringing up that Fallout New Vegas thing. I'm like, not the user scores that got them to not get that bonus. You know? And am I saying no, I'm saying that I'm sure there was a group of people that did what Donkey said. And there was like 1 or 2 tweets he took down, but he kept the other ones up. Yeah, but user scores, then you get the review bomb shit that they do, man. I don't know. It's user scores are reviews, I feel like, are getting weird. It's a nice way to put it. So Ganadark today. So yeah, I answered the Switch port is Sonic Frontiers is good, but Poppin' is atrocious. I've seen it, yeah. It's like there's no like faded at all, nothing. It's just like literally popping. Sonic Generations, I heard that was good. That one I haven't played. But I heard that was good. Hey, Rich, on my 4th day of being stricken with COVID, but your glorious video on Heraceta Rebirths brought such a much-needed smile to my face. Thank you. You're welcome. Glad that video is doing well, too. 2 in a row of those kinds of videos. I'm trying to get my hands on the model of what would have been the Soldier game console, like the home one. I'm looking. I got a $209 gaming PC coming from Amazon. I got a portable PS2 made from the original hardware coming from AliExpress. Hopefully that will come in one piece. That's probably a stretch to hope for that. Sonic Adventure 1 I liked. I remember I never beat it because I was too into Soul Calibur. Like, I was obsessed with that game and just kept fucking playing it. But yeah, I like Sonic Adventure 1. So thank you for enjoying that video test. I'm glad it's doing well. The hard drive, the 25 terabyte hard drive video is about to be at I think I may have already hit 200,000 views. So how is Miss Holmes a scam artist? You don't know what happened? Made it like she could get a thimble full of blood and do a whole panel of accurate tests, and the test did not work well at all. She basically lied her way into being a billionaire. So that gamer actually ever play Rain World? Reviewers hate it, but I started playing it recently. It's one of the most captivating games I've ever played. Rain World. What kind of game is it? The decision for a Switch version of Frontiers wasn't Sonic Team's choice, it was Sega's. Well, of course, you have a console with well over 100 million install base that's still actively using the console, and unfortunately is still Nintendo's current gen console. I mean, I love the Switch, Nintendo, but it's time. 7-year-old chip in that thing. Mobile chip, no less. It's time, Nintendo. Even like your second party and first party stuff it's getting rough. But I could see why Sega was like, yeah, we got to get the game on there somehow, even though it's not really on there. As an Inti fan, Sonic Frontier is greater than Mario Odyssey. Okay. Like I said to you, man, I'll be honest with that one, Josh, because either way, I'm fucked. If I say I like it, people are going to say I'm damage controlling because I'm unsubbing from your channel because of that video about Donkey because it's misinformation. All right, that's fine. So if I say I like it, damage control. If I say I hate it, I'm doubling down. So I'm just going to give my honest opinion. I have no other motivation not to, Why is fiber internet so hard to get? Because there's duopolies in every single region, at best. So first super chat ever. Now pet the birds, please. They're going to eat some sausage later, too. Yeah. Oh, look, the quarter. I don't even want to click it. Even watching the quartering just irritates me. That's the thing. If he thinks that I'm sitting there, like, sweating his nuts. Oh, wow. I was about to move the screen like the old day. I forgot I have scenes. So let's start with, we'll get to that. So Phil's day off was ruined by the grocery store. This poor... I gotta hear it. I gotta hear it. Because it's going to be some totally mundane story. He's going to make it like he had to wrestle a tiger naked while Cat was slapping him on the ass with a paddle. Rain World is a 2D exploratory survivor. You play as a small creature trying to survive in a robust ecosystem full of predators. That is the most well-explained one-sentence review of a game ever. Because they put a filter on him. Well, I'm like, God damn it, Critical came out and said something. This is big enough news. God damn it, Phil. I can't quit you, Phil. And people sent me that Tommy Tellerico thing. I was just going to... But then I saw this stuff come up with Phil. And I'm just like... I got to hear what he's going to say. Why is Sean, who's now Philip Burdell's amico... Why are you not a mod, dude? I know you. And Googlefish, I tried what you sent me in the DM with Call of Duty, I uninstalled and reinstalled those DirectX. Both x86 and x64 didn't do anything. Didn't change the performance at all. Guess it's everyone's machine is different. Authority, you could be a mod too if you want to. Monopolies and duopolies means there's little incentive to provide a better service. Yep. Give us that delicious fiber. Exactly. Like that story I did in that guy who... This is part of the reason why I stay at an MCN. Not that my MCN has done anything dirty by me. They haven't. The Screenway has been fine to me. I just don't want to deal with that. Because that could happen to fucking anybody. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't do it. He probably did all the proper measures. He probably made sure he signed it because he was seeing the ads on his video. So obviously he didn't fuck anything up. And I think, yeah, it definitely, I did the fucking story. Google or YouTube said, like, yeah, there was an error, blah, 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 blah. It's fixed now. That's great. What about the money from when it wasn't fixed? When there was, the money went somewhere. There were ads on his videos. I don't know how. And the thing is, I mean, this is why I go on Twitch. Okay? But this is why everyone's like, oh, Rich, I wish you were just on one platform. No way. What happens if that happens to me here? At least I have Twitch. I guess I'm the biggest DSP to try. But the thing is, like on my main show, I literally proved it with receipts. Since I've been doing YouTube on Review Tech, and I didn't even know who the fuck Phil was. So on my other channel, Oral and Audio, I never talked about Phil. I didn't even know he was till 2011, I think. I've made 10 videos. 10 videos on the dude. That's it. Here, yeah, because it's like kind of like the comedy of Phil is great to bounce off of with the streams. But in terms of my main YouTube channel, I never talk about Phil. All right, so yeah, absolutely, Seymour. Same with, like I said, same with YouTube. Like I was just saying before, it's a monopoly. Well, it's not. There are drivers for NVIDIA and update DirectX. That's what I did with DirectX. But you got to realize I'm doing AMD graphics with the integrated. But I got it to run solid 60 now, so it's good. ISP offers 6 megabits for $80 in North. Jesus, because they can. Who's their competition? Dial-up? TSP looks like Homer Simpson's nutsack. Yeah. The Infin confirmed for that drivers for both AMD. New ones fix the game. Because, yeah, I think I got new drivers. And that's when everything kind of smoothed out. It's still, I should be able to go beyond basic. Because there's like the presets. There's recommended, it still has the drops. Like the stuttering. And in between the stuttering, the game's getting like 90 FPS. Even at balance settings, I'm getting like 70, 80 FPS. But then it's just whatever setting it is beyond basic that causes those stutters, it just goes from like 90 to 70 to 90 to 70. It's just annoying, you know? Anyway, let's get back to a man.
Snort, snort, go, you drip, snort, snort, I got the drip, go. Snort, 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 go, you drip, snort, snort, I got the drip, go. Damn, I got the drip.
Why would he be a great George Michael? He ain't singing like George Michael.
Go, I got the tips, go.
I love how they, you know, dude, as a person who knows how to beat map stuff and sync it to tempo, seeing what they like, how they're remixing Phil's like lyrics, taking him from his live streams is pretty damn good.
Damn, I got the drip, go. I got the tips, go.
Here's a tip, Phil. Get a job. We're about to hear about his day off, though. Hold on.
We had to basically go grocery shopping yesterday.
but we didn't need to do Thanksgiving stuff, which is good. Okay. Now we just so happened to be in a different neighborhood because we were doing all these appointments. So there happened.
You know what's bad is that I know the reason why, because he already did his shopping. I know too much about Phil.
To be a grocery store there. It's the same grocery store chain we go to every week, but it's a different one. It's not the one from our local neighborhood. It's the one that's further away in another place. We're like, what's the difference? We'll be out. We'll go to this grocery store. We'll do our grocery shopping as usual. We'll have our list with us and everything. And that way we'll do it together. It's nice on a day when we do it together.
Phil, you could go to like 3 different Hannafords by me and they'll have completely different shit. Is he going to complain that a same chain of a store may not have the same stuff?
Together rather than me just doing it by myself, because sometimes my wife has something to add or we see something alternative that we pick. It's nice to do it together.
I am thoroughly tickled.
I'd rather do arbitrary things like grocery shopping and things with my wife than do them by myself. They're boring to do by myself.
Phil's life, please support Phil and his family. Dude, you've been a member for 60 months. Thank you. Phil, yeah, support his cat. I missed 2 chats from you. Or is it from you or... I really like your outro. You should make little bloopers in the middle. It could increase watch time too. That is true. That's a good point. I'll tell my editor that. I don't know what the outro music is that he kind of flips it up too. As games get more mature, Nintendo stayed. Not really. There's tons of mature games on the Switch, man. It's not even that. It's just the hardware is dated, dude. We just need an updated Switch. That's it. Nintendo, don't overthink it. I'm even okay if they go with another 720p OLED screen. I'd rather the pixels. I'd rather them have lower pixels and worry about frame rates and you know, maybe even depending on what they do, maybe even some kind of little bit of ray tracing. That's what I'm concerned with. But hopefully Nintendo doesn't overthink it.
They're fun to do with my wife, you see? So, we walk into the grocery store. At first it seems fine, everything's good. There's nothing wrong with this place. Looks pretty similar to the one we usually go to. So the first thing we do, we go over to a cooler, and this cooler usually has a bunch of meats and things from a company, and they usually, at the one we go to, they have these sausages that are chicken sausages. Now, as you guys know...
Oh, but why is he talking about, like, why is this even a thing? You know what? I'm going to put a price tag on getting a DSP tattoo on my ass. Someone, $2,000. We hit the super chat goal of $2,000. I will get a DSP tattoo on my ass. There you go. Phil should be arrested for boring people to death. I mean, it's an insane amount, but it's kind of not insane. So hey, I'll get a man's face on my ass for $2,000. Phil should be, dude. We gotta hear, but it's so funny that shirt off for an hour. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. And I know your other motivation is you want to see this man's face on my ass. I'll put like a face just like that on a cheek and I'll film it. If we get to 2,000 tonight, you fucking son of a bitch, Sexy Coco Shoulders, and DBZ, I'll answer you too. I feel like DSP and Chris Chan are 2 of the most well-documented. A Phil documentary should be Gamer from Mars. Yeah, or mine. Since I'm kind of pivoting my content slightly anyway. And yeah, dude, and I'll do it. I'll have DSP's face on one ass cheek, and if I hit, what was the? I gotta look. I have the goals. Ass Mangold on my other ass cheek. I'll have 2 men on my cheeks. Anyway, let me get sexy. Imagine there is actually a really good-looking, sexy black man named Sexy Coco who's like a multimillionaire in like Florida somewhere or something. Rocking like Miami Vice clothes. I would say DBZ, though, that Chris Chan's more well-documented. Without question.
No, I have a condition.
Yeah, imagine I get the Phil Fap face. Yo, and I filmed that. Dude. You're Seymour. Did I miss your super chat? I'm sorry, dude. Rate my neighbor's Wi-Fi. Pretty fly for a wife. Ha ha!
Breasts.
God, I remember back in my first apartment, we didn't have Wi-Fi set up yet, so you leech it off the next door neighbor. That was a pretty dick thing to do. But Richard, check messages are a far. Is it a dick?
Where I have an imbalance in the acid levels in my blood. Okay, it's called gout. And because of that, I have to eat as little red meat as possible. All right, maybe once or twice a week tops. Okay, so I eat a lot of chicken. So
Wow, you eat red meat twice a week?
we go look for chicken alternatives
I don't even eat red meat twice a week. Actually, tonight I had a little bit of stew.
to everything. You know, every possible thing. We try to eat chicken, and sometimes turkey as well. So we eat chicken sausage a lot.
Breasts.
And there's various different kinds of chicken sausages.
Oh God. So there's various kinds of chicken sausages. In case. Oh God, in case you were wondering. In case that was breaking news to you. Did you know that Phil likes to go to arcades? He was messaging me now. Just no hero in, but I can't watch Phil. You can't watch Phil? We're not watching Phil the whole night. Phil is just an appetizer.
That they have at different.
Ever heard of Nick Bates? He is 10 times worse than Chris Chan. No, is he worse than Chris Chan? Is that?
Or you can get like an Italian style, you get like a Cajun style, you can get all kinds of sausages, okay? Just so happens that 2 meals that we plan to have this week are going to have 2 different kinds of chicken sausage in it. One's a more Italian style soup, and one is actually a gumbo where we have chicken andouille sauce.
Nick Bates. No.
Sausage in it. Okay? And absolutely incorrect, Jesse. Enjoy your band. Shut the fuck up. I love it when people come in here and they like know-it-alls. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, so get out of here. Okay.
What did they say? What I want to know what Jesse said. Did he? What are we watching? Ernest Angley videos. I'm not sure. DM me one on Twitter. If you did already, I'm sorry if I missed it.
So, that being said, my friends, we go into the store, we look in the cooler, it's a mess, okay? Half of the things that should be in this meat cooler are empty. Some of them have fallen over and are just like a big pile at the bottom of the cooler. And as we're looking at this cooler, there's no sausage at all.
Oh my God! Take a shot every time you'll be in the hospital. This man can write a book the size of A Tale of Two Cities. Like, oh my God, the grocery store had no sausage. Holy fuck. So go to another grocery store. Dude, this is something that happens on like, you know, I eat this like cauliflower breaded chicken, like the whole bag of it's like not even 500 calories. It's actually quite tasty too. And I eat it with truffle hot sauce. And sometimes they don't have it there. It's gone. Damn it. But please keep talking about this, Phil. Please. Because it's unironically, or Is it unironically? I don't know. It's entertaining. Because you're you. And you're special. Eat my fucking sausage. So, I don't know how that would work. Like, I think if you write a biography on someone, don't they have to sign off on it? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I've never thought about writing a biography on anybody.
This is the same cooler that at the other grocery store is fully...
No, I have not taken off my... You could be shirtless on Twitch. But you can't take your shirt off because it's considered stripping. The fucking rules to these websites, man. The Life of Philip Ronaldo. Could you imagine he made an audiobook about his chicken sausage debacle?
stocked, nicely kept, and has all the chicken sausages that we usually buy. And I'm like, what's going on? This is weird.
It's a conspiracy. They're hiding the chicken sausage from Phil. I need more pot. Of course, dude. This man is going on. Hold on. Listen, I will get whatever man I want to get tattooed on my ass, and you will enjoy it. Thank you. God bless. I said he couldn't eat turkey when, get this, I have gout. I gotta get like a dun dun dun.
It's the same store. This would be like, you know, going to Burger King and then going to a different Burger King and they don't have the Whopper.
Phil, that happens all the time. Like, you could go to what? I swear to God, this is amazing. And thank you. It's not about begging. Thank God. Oh my God, one place had something, the other place didn't. Yeah, Phil, it happens. I'm not sure what is GERD, Janelle, but I still drink coffee. I've heard of it before, but I don't know what the condition is. The Lord of Toy asked that which squirrel may his... What the fuck are you talking about? Toy Jesus Lord of Tequila? What is that fucking name, too? Phil is the gift that keeps on giving. It's about me. Yeah, no kidding, he's about him. Shocking. Hold on 1 second. Why is this? Anyway, I can't use phones right now. Phil is the gift, so he's absolutely about me. Good old DSP and his cockerel sausage. Like, why? So, dude, go to a different grocery store and stop. Chicken sausage is a fairly common food. You could go pretty much anywhere and get chicken sausage, Phil. Excuse me.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Congratulations. Eat your sausage.
Try to relax your anus.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
I'm never blowing bubbles ever again. Thrust.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
You take the bubbles and shut them up your fucking ass. How about that?
Oh my
We just
God.
don't have it here. Why? You're supposed to have it, right? It doesn't make sense.
What? Because they sold out of the fucking sausage. They sold out of the sausage. Why is this such a hard thing for him to understand? Why is this why is this so hard for him to understand? So one store doesn't have, like, this literally just happened to me in like the past like 72 hours. So you know what I did? I didn't make a podcast about it. I went to go get whatever the fuck I needed to get somewhere else, and then the crisis was averted. You fucking bird. Good old DSP and his cockerel sausage. Is that another name for birds? Nick Bate was an EDP4-esque person who had an interest in shit, of course. Cracked Rock did a reading of his Encyclopedia Dramatica article. How could you be into shit? Like, again, 2 consenting adults, whatever you do in your bedroom, God bless. It's consenting and you're of age. That's all that matters to me. And if you like logs on the chest, great. I just don't fucking understand it. It has to be trauma, because why? And again, if it's consenting, it's like, it's shit. It's, I'm not bringing up that disgusting story again. I've told it too many times, but it's,
sense. Okay? So, anyway,
And big taints.
and like, well, that sucks. What are you going to do, I guess? We can't get it this week. We're going to have to maybe find alternatives, or maybe it's in another part of the store.
you may have to find alternative chicken sausages that you could get literally anywhere.
And this store, for some odd reason, doesn't keep it in this cooler. We don't know. It wouldn't make sense, but it's weird. Okay? So,
No, I would not shit on anybody. There could be a 6-figure sum, and I wouldn't shit on someone's chest. When I said, I mean, the thing that got EDP 445 in trouble. Yo, EDP 445 sent out a, wasn't it to the decoy? Like, one of the first things he sent was a picture of a log of shit he took. Why? What a fucking, I mean, he's a pedo, but also what a weirdo. Oh, the Blippy shit story is bizarre. Like, and I always bring up, I remember the week, like, oh, Blippy, he's so, like, seems like, I'm sure he seems like a down, I'm sure he has nothing in his past. And I didn't say nothing. Everyone has skeletons in their closet, but you didn't hear anything that was really off color about Blippy. I should have never said that, because then I found out what I found out. Abby, for some reason... Yes, Abby. You have the video of Blippy shitting on another man's ass. Congratulations. Literally.
Congratulations.
You should sell it as an NFT. That shit was... I mean, he talked about it. He was in an interview because he was trying, before he became Blippy, like, what a weird change of course. Like, what a complete 180. He was trying to become, like, the next Jackass, essentially, like, the show. And he decided to do the Harlem Shake the way nobody, like, if you think, like, look, okay, it gets you money, and yeah, people like, hey, Rich takes his shirt off during stream. So, okay, cha-ching. But I never said, hey, man, you really want to go viral? I'm going to take a diarrhea shit on your balls and ass, and we're going to film it to the Harlem Shake. Get ready. Like, that is not a thing I would do. I would get Phil's face tattooed to my ass, though, for $2,000. But yes, I would get a tattoo.
we then we walk further into the store, into the bake shop. Now, at our local grocery store, it's got one of the best bake shops we've ever seen. Fresh bagels every single week. Fresh baked breads. Now, we're talking like big, puffy, crusty white bread you can make sandwiches and stuff on.
Is he doing a read for a commercial?
Ciabatta bread, I love ciabatta bread, and they usually have fresh ciabatta bread, all kinds, usually fully stocked. You can get whatever you want. And every week, we get baked goods from there. We buy a bunch of bagels, we keep...
So the $1 million question is, you said this one is closer to your home, correct? Did he not say that? There's one closer to his home? If I don't want to misquote him. I'm not looking to just, climb up in a tree and take a dump on his chest when it has saran wrap on it. Don't ask me where that came from. But that happens, Phil. That's another non-issue thing. Like, I could go to 3 different Hannafords and their selection will be different. The service of the people there will be different. Did I really, Classy? I'm sorry. It's the Televent. I work with the government to cure HIV and assaulted people on the church on Twitter. You said it was gold and would stream it. Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry, Classy. My apologies. I missed that.
Some out, we freeze some. That's what we usually have for breakfast. We'll get some sandwich bread, whatever it is. We walk into this bakery. Now, by the way, it's no exaggeration. It's like 2 p.m.
I wish someone would animate this.
2 p.m. This is not.
Resend it to me, Classy, on Twitter, and I'll tie that in with Tommy Tellerico tomorrow. It's amazing how he turned sold out gross to a full-fledged 30. Dude, it's insane. I mean, it's 8 minutes. I'm making it longer because I don't shut the fuck up. But.
Oh, we walked in at like 8 p.m. and the store is empty. It's 2 p.m. We walk into the bake shop of this other grocery store. The entire fucking bake shop is empty.
Phil, you realize that it is a week away. Well, yeah, it's what day? Yeah, it's a week away from Thanksgiving, Phil. And people don't just buy turkeys and stuffing. Like, they buy everything. Like, they buy bread. They may be having, appetizers first. And turkey sausage. He wants to get chicken sausage, I thought. Doesn't matter. Turkey, chicken, horse sausage. People are buying all the sausages. People are buying they're buying the sausages, Phil. They're buying the fucking. They're buying the sausages.
Every area where there's supposed to be fresh baked goods has nothing in it at all.
Yeah, and people are like, hey, I'm going to buy some of these baked goods now so I don't have to go in the future to buy it closer to the holiday, and I'm going to freeze them. Or, seal them up and put them in the fridge.
We're talking no bagels, no rolls, nothing.
This is where he reminds me of the tickling. The thoroughly tickled. How is this even an issue? Dude, just go to another place then. It's like, oh my God, a grocery store a week before a major holiday is out of shit. Call CNN. Dude, I don't know. His stories get chaotic. Dude, that's what I have spreadsheets to prove Carlos is now sausage. What happened to the real bird then? Is that what happened? You turned him into sausage? Here on Unsolved Mysteries, a middle-aged man goes with his wife to a grocery store and they're sold out of everything, Isaiah, a week before Thanksgiving. Color me shocked. When was this video uploaded, actually? Let me try to give him some credit. 4 hours. Phil, God fucking damn it.
Empty. The only bake shop stuff that they had.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually, Josh. No jokes aside. I wonder if, is Chris Chan still in jail?
Was the stuff that's not made in that bake shop that basically gets carted in every morning from other bakeries. They're pre-packaged goods and shit like that. So they're all in there. And we're looking, we're like, what the fuck? Like, how could it be empty? I could see, okay, it's a bad day. Maybe someone called out. They have half capacity. They have a quarter capacity. They have nothing. All right? And it's not just us who are reacting like this. There's other people walking up. And there's a guy, he goes up, he goes, you have no bread? Like, what the hell? And there's one woman working the entire bake shop, and the look on her face is like a deer in headlights. Like, she has absolutely no clue what to tell anyone.
I wish I was there, because I know he's exaggerated like 95% of what I've said to him. So I know, like, he filters things into his own reality. So I'll be interested to see like what really happened. Sonic, and I'll be right here. Actually, I'm gonna have to piss in a sec. I have spread cheeks to prove Carlos is sausage. So you push the bird out of your ass is what you're saying? Oh God, Spider Sammy. I'm not even gonna say that out loud, but Jesus Christ.
She's just like godsmacked that she's working here and doesn't know how to bake. In the bake.
I'm sure that's how it went down. Or maybe because it's a week before the holidays that they are probably understaffed and they just people were buying shit.
Okay. So we're like, oh, what is going on here?
Have a sausage,
right?
Phil.
So immediately I look, and then I basically
Hulk Hogan's giant tape.
turn my head and I look at the rest of the store, and I start to just look at the meat section, and I can see that literally half the meat section also is empty. And I was like, you know what? I was like, honey, fuck this. What's going to happen is if we try to shop here,
yeah, that is worse than Chris Chan.
we're going to have to make so many concessions. We're going to have to make so many compromises. It looks like this store is poorly ran. They don't stock the stuff. They don't have people doing anything in the store. Like, what the hell is this? How is it that our local grocery store, same company, is run so differently than one that's like a half an hour away, just because it's a franchise and someone else runs it? So how do you have one that's run like shit and one that's run really well?
What? How are you even asking these questions? It happens all the time, Phil. You could go, like, there's a certain Best Buy that I won't name, that I won't go to because no one there gives a shit. So I go to, like, what are you talking about? There's different management. There's different people. Like, how are you so shocked by it? It's not robots.
Don't you want them all
Yeah, seriously.
to be run really well? You know what I mean? And I hate to say it, but this is a lot similarly to a comparison that I actually made finding over here more in America is these franchised companies don't give a fuck. They just don't.
So you gonna make this into some like giant political speech? Favorite DS? Oh, dude, there's so many. I can't even. It's kind of like if you ask me like what my favorite album is, I just kind of lock up. There's so many lores with Phil. I guess the fapping, because Phil could own a house in the Hamptons if he capitalized on his fapping. Hit the incident of May 1st, where he stroked his penis until it burst. But yeah, Phil needs his chicken sausage or whatever bird is in his sausage. Also, Phil grew up, dude. Well, this is the same thing that like Quantum does too. Quantum's more psychotic though. Quantum's evil. He's not evil. He's just a dumbass. At my store, we do the same. People are not buying perishables a week before. But, well, okay. I guess you're right with bread. But still, I've frozen bread and it's been fine. Breaking news: Phil needs his sausages now. I mean, you could buy like meats and freeze them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have criteria, whatever. Well, who's being held responsible for these places being run like shit? How do you have a bake shop with no baked goods in it? None. Like I said, it wasn't like they were understocked. There was nothing.
Yes, Jeremy.
In this bake shop. Zero. What the fuck? It blows my mind. Okay?
His mind is blown. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while. Like, he makes like the smallest things out to be monumental issues. It's pretty amazing.
So all that being said, we were shocked.
Why, Jason Poole, what did you say that you want me to? Did I miss something from you? Oh, that's their automated filters, dude. They probably block it. That's YouTube.
We rescheduled our entire day because of it. We walked right out. Now, we're not wasting our time here. We walked out, and we ended up doing our other things. We went to, our other appointment that we had. We ended up going to a different pet store because there was a nice local pet store out there tonight.
Why have all Twitter buildings been temporarily closed? What happened?
But it's one of those pet stores that's like, oh, everything fresh. Eat the raw meats for your cat and give your cat these weird oddball litter that they're never going to use. So we ended up driving to like our local area. We usually shop on our days off, and went to the usual pet store and all of that. And then we ended up going to our usual grocery store. What a shock. We went to our usual grocery store of the same exact company. They had the sausages, the bake shop.
So why does this story even exist? All right, I got to use the little boy's room. Why does this story even exist? I'll be right back. space. Shut up, birds. Well, of course, because Critical came out and said something quasi. You'll see.
Was fully stocked. Everything we wanted was there. And there was actually, of all things, there was one thing they were out of stock, and then we ended up easily finding a substitution that we're actually excited to try this week. It's a little different, but looks like it'll still be.
Now, you're giving Nathan Quantum. The only thing Quantum knows is that he wants to be a contrarian because, oh, everyone likes Elden Ring. I'm going to hate it. Everyone likes the Steam Deck. I'm going to hate it. But then when he gets the flack for it, he can't handle it. And I think that the reactions he gives to people calling him out on his video, and he can't help himself. Quantum's not as bright as he thinks he is.
Pretty delicious. So
you're delicious, Phil.
Here you go.
I got the drip go. I got the drip go.
I just don't. Okay, cool. Phil, you then we'll watch this.
That's
and then,
toxic shit about.
Snort, snort, snort. Go get drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip go. Snort, snort, snort. Go get drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip go. Damn, I got the drip go. I got the tips go. Damn, I got the drip go. I got the tips go.
Cyclone, re-upped his membership for a whopping 19 months. Thank you for the ongoing support. A bit late, did you react to Penguinzo's response yet? Penguinzo, you mean
Penguinzo.
Moist Critical. I have not fully seen any response. What I heard last night was that I guess he was doing a show.
He has the I forgot the name of his podcast, but he has a podcast he does.
Or I guess he does live streams. I don't know. I don't watch all of his content. I just every once in a while I see a random video of his in my feed. I've watched them. I think that they're entertaining. So I guess he was on one of his shows or streams, and I guess there was a guest talking to him. I don't know who it was. I've only seen, like, no exaggeration, it was like a YouTube short. So 60 seconds. And basically, the person who was on the show asked him, did you hear what Darkside Phil said in response to what you said about him? And he was basically like, well, it's not that deep. You know, I was talking about Boogie. Someone asked me about him. I made a reference to him, explaining how basically he's an e-beggar on his content, and that's it. You know, he's like, no, I'm not going to interview him. I'm not an interviewer. I'm not interested in anything like that. And that's where the short ended. So
where is it? Does he actually show the clip here? I think so. No, wait, he doesn't. We got to get the clip. There we go. So you understand.
I think it was just
because he was literally like licking. Oh, Critical, I have seen the light with my e-begging because of you. It was bad. Even though people have been saying for fucking years the same goddamn fucking thing who haven't been trolls to you, Phil. But you have enough subscribers, so I now see the light. No. You can't. If you're partnered... Cheetah Man, I'm partnered on both Twitch and YouTube. You're not allowed to simulcast. That's still against TOS, which sucks, but I kind of get it. Like, if... You know.
DSP, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's not happening. No. Yeah, I saw that. That's just, I'm not doing that.
So what?
Do what?
Apparently he's like he doesn't get mad at you. He's blocked my ass because I've watched too many of those hate videos. But apparently you get the fucking pass because.
All I know is it is still allegedly against TOS to do that. If I find out otherwise, fuck yeah, I'll simulcast. Are you kidding me?
You know, it's like Moist Critical. He just looks up DSP Gaming and he just sees.
I think what it is like it's a rule they don't enforce, but you know what would happen if with my fucking luck if they, oh, we're now enforcing that rule. You're banned on both platforms. Go to start sucking dick. Yeah, it's again if you are a partner now. If I was in a, what is it when you're not partnered but you could still, whatever, affiliate I think on Twitch. I don't know what. Then I could. So weird. Even Moist Jesus couldn't save Phil. It was. Because, yeah, dude, he was looking for an advertisement.
He's all the bad video. I don't even blame him. What?
Yeah, no, so I was just talking about... So, to tie everything back, I was talking about Boogie and, like, the e-begging stuff. And then I likened it to DSP, whose whole brand has become, like, you know, making sure his viewers are giving him money or else, like, he
he has no time to do anything and he's so busy.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah, so I compared the two. DSP saw it and he made, like, a response to it and then was requesting an interview. I don't fucking interview people. I was just talking on stream about the shit. Like, it's not that deep.
Where is the original? I'd like to see the original of that. Is that on YouTube? We should watch that one part so Phil can't say that I'm taking him out of context and cry. Critical. What's the name of his podcast? I don't even remember. The official podcast. Updated today. Why is it frozen? That's a year ago. Oh, these are old. Ah! Is this one? They have timestamps. Please say they do.
Because you repeated the same idea twice in one.
Order of business number one. Bring Wumpus back, but make him professional.
Wumpus is back.
put him in a
but
suit.
Yeah, no,
Let me
Wumpus
see.
is back, but he's kept like behind lines.
As I check my Twitter DMs from time to time, and somebody said,
I'm trying to make a buck. Like, I get it, you know, I understand. But, like, I just feel like when it comes to social media personalities, like, people have, like, the parasocial shit is really easy to take advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like to tell people that are watching anybody, you're not responsible for your you know, the content creator's financial situation, right? Like,
Which is true.
I don't know how Boogie, like, spent his money, because apparently he still has a mortgage and everything.
Crypto.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously he's made a fair amount of money throughout his career, enough to pay off all the basic stuff. This person has been in a better position than like 99% of the people out there. I realize that at some point everyone's like YouTube career falls off, or like, you know, it eventually tapers off, or sometimes it peaks again. But when it comes to your finances, like, I've always been somebody that lives very like normally, you know what I mean? Like, you could give me like a few grand a month and I'd be fine. Like, I have my computer, I have like food, I have like, you know, roof over my head. Anything else, I just like invest and then I use it to like, you know, keep myself financially more stable, and then do things like help family and friends. So it's like whenever like streamers have like whenever you find like these people who are constantly like, I guess honestly just begging to the fucking fan base, it just like rubs me the wrong way. Like, bro, you fucked up. Like, he's talking about putting money into crypto.
I mean, Muda's 100% right. You know, it's not your problem. I deal with my finances. You know what I'm saying? You know, I put on a show whether you deem it entertaining or not, and that's my job. You know, it's the same with my main YouTube channel. That's what I'm going to bring up, and it's a perfect segue. I'm seeing those more produced videos with unique products are getting viewership. I'm not going to stop talking about news, but you got to innovate too. You got to try different things. You know, if it's not working and you're at the point where it's like, God, I don't know if I can keep my lights on tomorrow, guys, can you help out? Then something's wrong. Like, you did that in any other job, you get fired. Like, why is it? But I mean, I give Boogie credit, though. He owned up to it. Like, where Phil is just like, I know I was begging, but I was going through a tough spot. Phil, like, yeah, that's like an alcoholic saying, yeah, I know I was, on the wagon, but, I was going through a tough spot. Next thing I know, I woke up blackout drunk. Take my skin. Yes, I will take all of my skin off right now.
And it like the investment
I don't agree with that, Jocko Johnson.
Fell down. I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense.
He can't even take responsibility in that video. In that video where he talks about it, he says that it was due to a friend giving him bad investment advice.
Yeah.
At least fucking take some responsibility for the position.
Well, he does.
No, he did. He did. He said that's on me. Now, if we're gonna be, people are gonna call me the devil's advocate. You made the investment. Did he even have to bring up it was a friend? Yeah. Okay. Valid point. Why do I keep using this sausage as like a prop? I got to stop. It's going to pop open and going to have grease all over me. Spicy grease.
Or double down and name the friend. Name the friend, publicly shame them because we all know who the fuck it was. It was fucking Juggernuggets.
That's what I was about to say.
Everyone knows.
Yeah, that was a thinly veiled, yeah.
Who the fuck is Juggernuggets?
He's
Juggernuggets. He's like the psycho dad dude. Like
he's.
Yeah, you know what though, man? This has been the most stable job for me ever. So whatever works for anybody. And I have nothing against. If I had to go back to work a 9 to 5, I would. Would I probably be able to in terms of I would probably get shit canned with suited because that people would look for me. And I don't have the same ire towards me as DSP or Boogie. But Boogie, isn't he considered I think he's a felon now too. He ain't finding shit.
The psycho dad, psycho grandpa guy. He's the guy who made Storyfire, that fucking catastrophe.
Man.
Oh my god. He made Storyfire and sold it like 6 times publicly apparently, but still owned it the whole time, just desperately trying to make any amount of money off of that complete fucking waste.
Such a fun
it's funny because I talked about...
Yeah, I uploaded like 1 or 2 videos to Storyfire, and I was just like... No. Who is... I don't know Hugbees.
Storyfire, and he summoned into my live stream, and like he super chatted to like tell me the whole story. And so like, anyways, he told me like apparently he doesn't own it. He hasn't owned it for a year, which believe it if you want to believe it. I mean, I'll let you guys be.
I was skeptical of that shit early on.
Be the deciders of it.
I just think the story of it is funny.
Son of a pirate, thank you.
Frivolous of a life.
Oh, Hugbees is the dude. Sexy Coco up in the corner.
Style. He bought crypto at its peak last year or the year before, right before it crashed, and then it crashed, and then apparently he sold it at the bottom.
Oh, God, you idiot!
Super brilliant.
Oh yeah, my crypto. I'm just fucking keeping it. I ain't telling you which one, because then everyone will freak out. Oh my god, he's giving advice. And yes, I know I always go into this spiel, because if I don't go into this spiel, you'll have 80 people. Which crypto? Rich? No, I'm not telling you. I ain't telling you shit. Not a fucking thing. But yeah, like if you hung on, what's up, femboy Tyler? If you hung on this long, you're fucked anyway. You might as well hold on and just, unless it's like my lights stay on or they're off, which I didn't. Thankfully, I didn't pull a Boogie and put myself in that situation. Fine, but if you held on this long, I don't even know what would be beyond diamond hands. Is there anything beyond fucking diamond? You have fucking bird hands. Just hold now, for fuck's sake. And if it... Yeah, I've lost more. I didn't pull a Boogie. I have a savings, but... Yeah, horse coin. Everyone... Or... Remember fucking... What was his name? Oh, I get Ice Poseidon. Had a fucking pump and dump crypto, rug pull crypto. Christ. And then there was like the feed the kids coin from like FaZe Explosive Hairhead.
This is the thing that always wilds me about Boogie, because I remember like when we got into a spat, he was talking about landlords and shit, right? Like, this is the thing that I hate about the internet. Like, everyone gets so political about shit, right? Like he was talking
that is true too.
about like, oh, are all landlords bad or evil? And I'm just sitting over there, I'm like, brother, you're investing in crypto. Like, I'll fully admit, like, investing in property is something I do all the time, simply because it's one of the safer investments. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna 100.
I mean, over time, yes, the line will usually. It's not. He's not wrong. He's not right there either. Let's just go with that.
Times itself, but you're not going to lose your fucking money. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, you know, not everyone's evil and everything. And then it just becomes this whole fucking spat. I'm like, brother, it really sounds like you're just like, I don't understand. I don't like, who are you pandering to? What is going on?
I wish
he doesn't understand. Yeah,
he doesn't even take a side. He isn't even like our landlords are bad. He doesn't even do that. He just
see for Tinga. Take notes here. You could roast the fuck out of people without. And the thing is, with Fertinga, I don't care that he made that video. That's fine. Look, I was part of the. I'm one of the OGs of the commentary community, so I'm not the most relevant person, but I was part of the foundation of it. So I'm not. Look, man, have your roast, but you could still roast the fuck out of somebody without. You get what I'm saying? And you could still, like, look, I roast the fuck out of DSP all the time, but I'm not making fun of his wife. I'm not making fun of, like, all right, I'll make fun of his goatee. Thank you, Don John Smith. I appreciate that. Thank you, Abby. I know I talked about this, but maybe people who were... I've only talked about this once before, Abby. You may have heard it, but he didn't hear it. And here's a sausage, Abby. It's spicy.
Always does this fence riding shit like, well...
Been getting into the Tony Hawk. Yeah, Abby, you got to chill with the spam a little bit. I'm very generous with you. I'm a very generous man with big hairy breasts.
Breasts.
But you have to...
Try to relax your anus.
See, the soundboard, I have so many sounds it could talk for me. Been getting into Tony... I thought you said something else. Been getting into the Tony Hawk game series. Been playing Underground. Named my skater Carlos and got him sponsored by Birdhouse. Also, the most recent objective I completed was see a man about a horse. I'm sorry. I have to use the applause again.
I'm sorry.
I just can't get over. I can't wait to review this computer tomorrow. I don't know if the video will be up tomorrow. I got to get my editor so much fuck. I got to get him footage for the Nebula 4K, Nebula Cosmos. That's why I have to have my kids come Saturday. I got to get the computer review. Oh, fuck me. I got to do ad spots. Yes, Art, I'm going to get you the fucking ad spots. I'll let whatever the fuck his name is from TCAP say it for me.
I'm sorry.
I gotta... No, don't ban Abby. He's fine. I don't want him banned, but relax a little bit, Abby. I got so much shit. But dude, 1080p. I know I'm all over the place. The pot's really kicking in. 1080p, Elden Ring, integrated graphics, high settings, stay in 30 plus FPS. The Atari VCS review is... It'll come when it comes. Like the birds. Yeah, Abby's not a troll. I don't want him banned. Abby's not a troll. He's... Yeah, you spam a little bit, Abby, but you're not, like, out of control. Like, you guys know, it takes a lot for me. You have to, like, review China meat for... And even him, I was very tolerant of. God, I cannot believe he admitted. Like, that's such a... He's lucky that I really don't give a fuck. I should probably give a fuck more. Like, hey, Rich, I tried to slander you. Hired an actress on Fiverr to say that, read a script saying that you sexually assaulted her. What? Here I am just kissing birds with my shirt off.
Some landlords are bad, but some aren't. And no offense to any landlords who might be reading this, but I've had a bad one. Not that he was bad or anything, but like, I'm not trying to offend any.
I don't know. I mean, look, I'm sure there's a lot of landlords that are perfectly fine. However, I met a lot of landlords that are douches, if I'm going to be objective all around here. Because a lot of people are landlords, let me tell you, especially during like the housing boom of like 2005. Remember that? The housing bubble before it burst. Everyone, all you had were these fucking, I knew them too. I knew these motherfuckers. Why do I keep picking up the sausages? They were all assholes. They were all fucking slumlords hoping that the market was going to keep going up, 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 up. And they were just like, yeah, just, oh, you need the heater fixed? Eventually. You know, and I'm not shitting on, like, look, I'm sure there's good landlords out there. There's a lot of them that are good. Don't get it twisted. But during that time, there was a lot of the scummy motherfuckers that were just like, yo, these houses are going to make me millions. I'm going to take out 80 fucking loans. And then what happened? The housing market burst, and those douches had to go into bankruptcy. Try to relax your anus.
Try to relax your anus.
Well, HOA heads, will you play that Street Fighter mix at the end of the stream? Sure. Why the hell not? Sure. Why the hell not? I can't. Everyone's like, Rich, why do you? Because that's Capcom's. I can't sell a. Can I sell a remix? I don't know. But when you have other sample, I can't just like, hey, Capcom, I'm profiting off of your shit. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, I can't sell that shit. HOAs are even more pathetic though. Like, at least landlords, okay, that's their property, they own it, they have a mortgage on it, or they own it outright. I give them a little, but HOAs, you're just like, you own a house and you want to be the leader of a neighborhood, and if you don't like someone siding, you get to cry about it. Fuck off.
Anybody, but it's like, just fucking take a side already, you fucking wuss.
It's not even about taking a side. He doesn't make a point. So the landlord thing you're talking about,
doesn't make a point.
Yeah, like in his first tweet, he kind of tries to take a stand, like landlords are evil, and then he's like, underneath that, well, after thinking about it, there are some that are.
Yeah, not all land, but there. I've met a decent amount of douche landlords, like I said, because they think like, oh, these investment properties are going to make me a bunch of money, even though I'm just literally a crack den in the middle of Poughkeepsie. Yeah, keep chasing that $1 million real estate rainbow. Not retail rainbow.
That's what it is. As soon as he sees any kind of
yeah, HOAs. I know I keep cutting them off. HOAs piss me because like I own this house. You're going to tell me what kind of, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I get, like, you know, you're in a development, so you want to have, like, some kind of, like, keep some kind of cadency to the look so nothing looks garish. I think it's the right word. But you're going to tell me, like, where I could put my central air? Fuck off. My wife and I are landlord. Well, I get why the reputation. We're not all bad. No, that's why I say garbage take by book. I agree with you. They're not all bad. Busty Latina MILF fart fetish porn ruined my life. It's like any other stereotype, Jocko.
Push back to what he's saying.
It's insecurity. Yeah, he doesn't. It's insecurity. He doesn't want someone. He doesn't want to sit there and go, landlords are bad. They're all scum. They fucking suck. And then someone says, Boogie, I'm a landlord, and what you said is really hurtful. I can't, like, you're not seeing it from my side. He doesn't want that because that would be anyone having an objective opinion. And anyhow, the thing that Boogie doesn't understand is you should never be proud of not working for your money. Like, when this happened, when he had all this crypto shit happen, when he lost all his money, for whatever reason, he would have looked so much better if he was like, hey, guys.
Yeah, AR is strange and interesting stuff, and it seems more... I mean, I know, like, Google Glass tried to do it, and they blew it. But once the technology gets more refined, because it's more lightweight, you know? My previous landlord would never pay the mortgage on time, so he would wait 3 months to pay it off, but I would constantly get foreclosure notices every day. Yeah, dude, of course. And that's, like, if you're paying your rent, that's not a comforting feeling. What happens if he just doesn't keep paying and you have, like, the house is foreclosed on that you're renting or the property's foreclosed on? You know? So thank you, Rakul. What happened to the new intro guy? Oh, I gotta get it. It makes that fart seem like nothing. I'll actually probably do that right after the stream.
I'm in a rough financial situation. I fucked up. I did this bad thing. I'm starting a Cameo. Here, I'll say whatever wacky voicemail shit you
I am
want, and you
thoroughly tickled.
I have a friend who is a corn addict. Unfortunately, it's baby corn. Am I evil for laughing at that? Baby corn is good. I like baby corn. Like when you get like the Chinese vegetables. Ooh. Baby corn. And here's a giant sausage. Natsu Ellie, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. 2 new members tonight.
pay me, or I'm starting a Patreon, or anything. You know,
he's got one.
But
he's got one to every single thing you're about to say.
And I understand. I understand. With Boogie specifically, it's kind of a tumbling cascade. But the point is, he could find something to like give them a service for money. But
he just needs to fucking actually make videos and stuff.
But instead,
it's actually a pretty interesting podcast. I may have to start tuning into it. Corn sounds like porn. Well, fucking duh, it's literally 1 letter difference. What's up, Gabriel? How are you?
But instead, the route that he chose is to sit there and then beg for money, and then when people gave him the money, he's like, look how great my fans are. I'm the best.
See,
so
that's
cool.
the thing that...
Well, he didn't say that either. He just said thank you.
That's what rubs it off the super... Like, when I think about, like...
That's what rubs it off? Maybe that's why Muda's not on camera right now. He's, maybe he's actually talked to, Will Blunderfield, and he has coconut oil on his penis. Now, why am I doing that? That would get me banned on Twitch. That is not family friendly. Eat my fucking sausages. Right now. Eat my fucking sausages. Shirtless man. Thank you, Small Peepee. Natsu Ellie.
I am thoroughly tickled.
I'm thoroughly tickled too. Let's see if I can hit the tickled button with the sausage.
I am thoroughly tickled.
Kind of. Didn't work out well. Got my what are I don't even know. Nunchuck sausages. I'm not modding any fucking... I don't trust any of you fucking toys. You could be here. I haven't banned anybody. I don't want any toys banned. But I don't trust you toys. Toy 2 featuring Toy 3. Co-starring Toy 4. In the legend of Toy 5.
money. If I need to like if I do content regarding like computers or like virtual machines or like hardware, right? Like where I'm buying expensive stuff, I'll usually just go and get a...
No, it's Carolina Reaper sausage, Ukami.
sponsor for it, right? Because then I'm not asking the audience for money. Then I'm going to the corporate world. I'm getting money from there, so I can review these products without like any financial or like a written, you know what I mean? Like when you get a product from like a company, they expect a good review. I'm like, no, I'll just go to a sponsor, third party, get the money from them, buy your product, and I'll fucking shit on it if I have to, or like jack it off if I have to.
Oh, that's something that he said. But no, I get what he's saying, though. I'm just being an asshole now. Thank you for 200 likes, too. I should shove a bird up my ass and blow bubbles. Yeah, like with the streams. all right, I'll do ridiculous shit. Like if I actually got $2,000, yes, I would tattoo Philip Burnell's fap face on my ass. My girlfriend said she wouldn't be a fan of that, but she would just deal with it. 2,000. But except for insane shit, why am I picking up the fucking sausage again? Except for like insane shit. I don't sit there and go, guys, come on, we need to hit this goal tonight. The only thing I get remotely close to that with is like, you know, if like, because you have the sub thing where I have like, you know, Peter North for president, 510 subs on Twitch. Like I'll mention it in passing. But am I ever sitting there like, guys, if we don't get to 510 subs, I'm going to be sucking cock on the street. No, I wouldn't do that. That's insane. Rule of thumb. Well, there's plenty of things. I was about to say, no, never mind. I was about to say rule of thumb. If it would get you fired at your job, don't do it on stream. But I'm sitting here, I just took edible pot and I'm shirtless. This would absolutely get me fired. So what the fuck am I talking about? But there's one thing that I could actually take from that. If you worked at a restaurant and you were a server, would you say, guys, if you don't give me a bigger tip, I can't pay? No, you get fired. If you worked at a clothing store, guys, you know, if I don't get these, no, you get fired. If you have to do that with your streams or your videos, if you have to beg, because if you don't, guilt, you're not making enough, it's over. Take it from the man who's 41, shirtless, and holding a sausage in front of a camera. I know what I'm talking about, I swear. I can't stop with this thing. Why? Who needs a co-host when I have fucking birds? Yeah, you're doing well, Minxy, for someone who just started out. And I sent you, Tipster, Chris, my entire fucking soundboard. Like, you have a buffet of sounds now. Because I'm like, I'm not like, I was like, let me look up film. Like, fuck it. I'm just, it's like, there's nothing. I just sent the whole fucking file. I had a waiter complain about only getting a 25% tip. Did you tell him to take the tip and shove it up his ass? Told him, okay, and routed the bill to the next dollar instead. Yeah, fuck him. And if, what was I going to say? Pot kicked in too hard. Dude, you're not supposed to bitch about tips. And here's the thing, like, say the meal, like, there's a lot of places now to protect the waiters, or there's waiter, waitress, same waiter, where they say if it's over a certain dollar amount, they're going to incorporate the tip into the bill to make sure the waiter is properly compensated. If the restaurant didn't do that, that's on them, not on you. 25% is a very generous tip. I'll give Carlos a tip. I bet you will. Well, just read Twitter news. Employees are quitting by the hundreds. Twitter's fucked. This is so bizarre. Probably be good. It'll probably make me more productive. Blasphemy. Mod my toys. Support my squirrels and bird. Toy Jesus, Lord of Tequila. And what the fuck is with your thumbnail?
That's...
So glad. Rich, put the fucking shirt back on. It's done. I don't want to see you shirtless anymore. Well, fine. Fine. I'm getting out of control here. You guys don't that's not a way to run your streams. You're not entitled to anyone's fucking money. Period. End of discussion. Your job is to Toyota Corolla is to put on a show where people want to support it. If it's not happening, you're doing something wrong. You can't go to the guilting. You got to offer a product that people want to pay for. Not so fast. Keep that shirt off. Support the family. Support the birds. Support Philip Rennell.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Thank God he's shirtless again.
Congratulations.
Don John, didn't you just say put the shirt back on? I thought you would have dreaded this.
Congratulations.
Try to relax your anus.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
I'm never blowing bubbles ever again.
Breasts.
Congratulations.
I'll let it play out.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations.
This is how you. This is entertainment. This is what you pay for.
You take the bubbles and shut them up your fucking ass. How about that?
Oh yeah? I'm a sausage wizard, Phil. I'm a sausage wizard. Why? I'm not going to be able to eat these things. These things are becoming like a prop. This is getting weird. Fappening Philip 51. Dude, what was funny in Snort Hogan's videos is that he has, like, I guess he called, like, what is it? Not Keystone. That's fucking projectors. Whatever. But he has when Phil's talking, the background is just a loop of him fapping. It's I died when I saw that.
It's like going to the fans, and it's like, hey guys, I have super thanks available on my channel and channel memberships. And then the next video is like, hey, look at how much money you gave me. It's like, dude, what? And it's also not a sustainable way to have a career,
he needs
too.
to do
It's like,
No. If you have to, he's right about that. Boogie, sorry, I'm just keeping it real. Like, no, I discarded the goddamn message. I didn't even put a message. My phone hit the fucking iPad keyboard. And then do you want to, like, Boogie has been nowhere remotely near as bad as Phil. But once you start that cycle to sustain it, you constantly have to guilt your audience. And you don't, like, dude, I would have never, and luckily I gave the money back to a charity right away. Like when I asked my audience for a camera back in 2012, oh my God, I cringed. That or 20, was that? Whenever it was around that time. Would I do that now? No. I would quit before I had to do that. I would fucking quit. I got you know, I mean, I'll defend myself with this. What happened is I wanted to get a camera. I thought I still stuck to gameplay till on and off 2 weeks ago. But so I asked for money. I actually got it. But then what happened was, and I was fully transparent about it, is that I ended up getting a return on my taxes I actually thought I was going to owe. No, I'll never finish this video, ever. Hey, I'm here for a while anyway. Thank you, Dylan Bacon. What does a sausage wizard do? Let me show you. Sausage needs to become a course. Sexy Coco would say that. Hocus pocus. Here's some spicy fucking... Here, eat it. It's ghost pepper sausage. Are you bird enough to handle it? That's what a sausage wizard does.
Things he needs.
And thank you for supporting my family, supporting my birds, Dylan Bacon, supporting the show. We're not at Philly yet.
To actually earn the money, but also he needs to quit his frivolous lifestyle. The money, again, he bought crypto at the peak and then he sold the dip. Big brain moves. He openly brags about how he pays prostitutes nonstop. He brags about being a sugar daddy nonstop. You've seen his.
He doesn't brag about it. He's done it. I'm not trying to defend Boogie here. I've criticized him here too, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Can you please slap that sausage in and around your mouth? No, I actually literally can't, because then it would be, you know, a sexual act. It's 20. Didn't YouTube just come out with a TOS policy? Like, is this YouTube? Is this too sexual to have literal sausages? Let me know. I got 2 sausages. Thank you, Natsu Ali. Thank you for enjoying my... Wait. I was about to say thank you for enjoying my sausage. No. Oh, no. No. What are you sending, Google Fish? Oh, you're... Oh, okay. Hey. Are those real? If they are real, God bless.
His house. It's a man-child cave. God knows how much money he spends on fucking Funko Pops and Captain America shields and Magic the Gathering cards that he now allegedly is selling. He called into Keemstar's podcast, which I don't know what it's called, but within the first 60 seconds of calling into Keemstar's show, he did the exact same thing Jackson just mentioned, where he abdicates himself from responsibility. He blamed his therapist for the begging video. He said,
he's kind of right about that. He said he talked to his therapist about it first. He did say that. Yeah. Can you please titty fuck the sausages? No! Fuck! No! 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 This is a family-friendly goddamn show where I'm not titty fucking sausages. What do you think? I'm a body paint streamer painting my breasts for art? Yeah, I'm sure that everyone tuning into those streams are watching for the art. I don't understand platforms in 2022. They make no fucking sense. Yes, people are looking at the beautiful women with giant, practically bare breasts to see the artistry that they paint on them. Fucking really? Breaking news, ReviewTechUSA is now permanently banned from Twitch. But I'm just saying. Come on, it's ridiculous. It makes no fucking sense.
well, I talked about this.
It's like YouTube, you know. You could have a guy. I know I'm bringing up the same review. You're being like Phil USA, but I can't get over it. A cucumber poorly photoshopped onto Quantum's mouth is a bridge too far. But as long as you age restrict a video where a couple is saying, is this a dick in your ass or a dildo? It's age restricted. It's fine. On Twitch, a guy taking his shirt off is stripping. But a woman painting her giant breasts with pasties on is fucking art. Dude, I'm not saying I am not proclaiming Minxy a MILF. Stop it. If you want to, you can. That is not for me to proclaim. I have a sausage, and that's all you need to know. Quinn, how are you? Yes, I could paint my breasts as well. But come on, it's just so weird. And there's hot tub streams, but, you know, taking a shirt off, it's too much.
With my therapist, and he said it would be a good idea. Yeah.
He did say that. He did say that. I did not see the Krispy Kreme video.
Always does that. He's done it every single time. He talks about how, the thing that he's being scolded for was an idea from someone else, and he's used the fucking therapist line so many times as well.
He needs better therapists. They're apparently very evil. You need to make a video.
By the way,
there's never been a therapist.
To Keemstar's credit, he said the same exact thing as Muta. He said, "Buddy, you're like asking money from people who, you know, they work an earnest living. They're like cashiers and shit, and you're asking them for money?
Yeah.
Go find a fucking job." And all these excuses,
they should give you money because they want to support what you're doing. If they...
What have I been saying? Don't guilt your audience.
feel compelled on their own to go, here's $5 because I like your stuff. That's on them.
Anybody who's been at that level of YouTube, like fame or success, has more money than like 99% of the people in the
exactly.
In my
exactly.
So it's such a slap in the face when you ask that back. Like, to me, I'm just like it sounds really corny when I say it, but like I really just feel happy when like people watch the content, and that's pretty much it. That's why I don't make YouTube like a job or anything of that nature, because it's like if I want to make money through YouTube, there's like much less egregious ways than like, you know, fucking slicing flesh out of the fan base or something, right?
But even then,
and at the end of the day,
even then, if they're going to give money, you can get.
There was a good point I wanted to make.
Always find ways to give them something back. Even the most basic shit where you're like streaming and they're throwing money at you for no reason with donations, or if they're subbing, you can give them a shout out. You can give them a subscription on whatever platform you're on, like Twitch or YouTube.
Well, the content is the stream. That's what they get out of
content, exactly, and you're streaming. You could do something while you're live. There is always a way to give back to your audience if they're.
Yeah, you got to make it interesting. Flat check meta. What am I checking? You know what's, man, I'm getting a lot of cameos. By the way, Cav, what is the photo that you fapping Phil on Barney? Oh, the Philip Burnell face. That would be on my ass.
They're giving something to you every single time.
Do you know, it's not going to happen. I know we're not reaching the goal, and that's fine. By the way, I have Cameo third off for the holiday season. You could give the gift of an irrelevant YouTuber leaving your friend or family or loved one a message in 2022. Sign up today. Isn't that such a great selling point?
You shouldn't just make a video going, hey guys, I need money, give it to me. You should say, I'm going to do this wacky stunt to raise money. I'm going to do this video. Like, there's something you can always give back to earn it.
He's right.
You're not getting it, Andrew. He does give them something back. He guilt trips them. So if you're not watching till the end of the video...
He's not as bad. Now I'm going to be balanced here. He is nowhere near Philip Burnell. How much money to paint my man? I can't paint, dude. I gotta still be careful. I would do that as a joke, as like a goal. I don't know. I don't trust Twitch with that. That's why I had to take down Will's. That interview is going to be up on this channel. The Will Blunderfield interview is going to be here. My editor had to do some stuff to it though, because snort drip. Is he selling that album? I should buy it. Do a cameo and camouflage.
If you're not commenting, if you're not liking it, you're not a real fan, and he doesn't really appreciate it.
See, if I was Boogie...
I found Holly on Facebook. And who has that girl at your job?
I am thoroughly tickled.
He's thoroughly tickled. Snort, 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 drip.
If I was Boogie, and if I could push past all the obvious mental blocks and anxiety and bullshit that he goes through, I would have been like, look, I have no money. I'm going to set myself on fire for every dollar you raise or something. I don't know.
No, just get it fucking, like, there's nothing wrong with asking for money for providing something. If you say, hey,
what you have
I'm
to
gonna...
do.
Well, he did say he would provide something. It's literally in the video.
So he showed his, like, AdSense in one of the videos, like the begging videos, and it was like $5,000 a month, right? Which is like where he lives. All you have to do, like, sell your house down, because one person in that house, if you can't afford it, don't bother.
Make an AI pic of DSP blowing bubbles. Next stream, here's why. I'm not dismissing you. It doesn't know DSP, so it would probably be some, like, just like either a piece of technology or an old man. I've tried Philip Burnell. I've tried DSP. I've tried Darkside Phil. It doesn't know a fucking thing.
Wait, 5,000 a month?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Well, like
that must have been a while ago, right? Because he's
no, that was like right now. That was like this month. He's like he made over.
That is a good
5,000
wage.
something.
A lot of people would kill to have a job that pays that much.
Oh, absolutely. And he's the one e-begging online for money. Jesus Christ.
Just downsize, move to an apartment, sell some of this random crap, and live your life normally, right?
What
you
is
don't
that?
need
A
an
little
employee if
over 60K.
I wonder if he's upside down, and if he's not upside down in his house, yeah, that probably would be a good idea, dude. Get something smaller like a condo. Take the money. Apparently, the new Pokemon games run like crap. Yeah, it's kind of strange because they've got more demanding shit to run on there. Hold up Carlos and go whoo into his breast. Absolutely. These are my sausages. Thank you. Thank you.
A year? Good God.
He has said on Keemstar's podcast that he is allegedly now in debt. I don't know how the fuck he managed that after a YouTube
Crypto
career.
loan
and he is
sharks,
allegedly-
100%. 100%.
Which is pathetic.
it's like the Yakuza shit.
Loan
Like he has 50% interest rate.
They're gonna break his kneecaps.
Yeah, it's like 50%
They're already
interest
struggling.
rate each day on the fucking crypto loan.
Oh my God.
He's got the Cardano Mafia after him right now. He's borrowed too much for
Here's the only thing
Cardano.
where I felt bad for him a little bit, because again in that podcast they tell him, okay, well buddy, just go get a fucking job, and he says, well, I asked my friends at a comic book store or whatever for a job, and he said, well, we're gonna get harassed if you work here. That's like the only valid excuse, because they do the same shit to DSP. Was it DSP? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where, like
Yeah.
people will fuck with him whenever he actually does try to get a real job. They'll try their best to get him fired, and that's retarded. Leave the guy alone. Just let him be a wage
Get off
cock.
but DSP's still on the internet attracting attention and stuff. Just go, like.
So you get Phil to pop it. You could try typing in middle-aged gamer. Nah, yeah, I did, and that didn't work either. It looked nothing like him. I think one time. Chicken penis, yes. I got it. Like, I'll get something next time. I promise.
Like disconnect
Somehow.
entirely from the internet.
Yeah.
And, like,
There
you're
are
giving them
legitimate
the money
concerns.
shot.
There
That's
are
true.
legitimate concerns for his career path. Things where people could harass him or ruin it or any of that definitely are things to think about. But we live in the modern age. There are so many jobs that are completely disconnected from the public. You could so easily get one online.
They would still find it though and fire him. Guarantee you.
I don't know how easy the job market is.
When I
don't
said
wanna
that, I
speak
didn't mean the market. I meant you could find a position that doesn't require you to be a public person when you do get a job.
If like 99% of the harassment that these quote-unquote harassment that these lolcows get would disappear if they just shut the fuck up. Stop tweeting where you work. Stop tweeting where you live. Stop tweeting your vacation trips. Stop tweeting your plane rides. This is why they find you. So easily. Just shut up.
Boogie would still be a very well-respected and popular YouTuber if he never had Twitter.
Yep. Probably.
That too, yeah, and Reddit.
What was his peak? Almost 7 million subs? That's huge.
No. I believe it was a little over 5 million, and for the last, like...
That's still
in fact,
huge.
you can't go back far enough on Social Blade to see when he started losing subs, but if you go to archive.org on the Wayback Machine, apparently it started back in 2016.
Here's the sausage.
But either way, let's not undersell that. 5 million subs is huge.
Oh,
that is a
huge.
mammoth of a channel.
And he said no one's watching anymore. He has
not anymore.
damaged his reputation beyond.
It's
belief.
not even
No
like
one's
he
watching
didn't
the
need Twitter, because like there's plenty of people that make dumb shit on Twitter all the time. It's the fact that like he was constantly making content that was really delving into his personal life. He went through a divorce. Like there were moments. I think what really ruined it was like some of the streaming content that he did, not the Twitter, the stream.
Not even now. What really was, and Boogie even admitted this on my show, so it's not even me talking shit, is that people tuned in for how was Boogie at his biggest. Now I even said it when he was on the, like, now he's just a regular fat guy. Like, so people, like, his biggest videos were fat guy jumping into pool when he was double the size almost that he is now. You know what I'm saying? Check messages. If it's another image, I'll look later, bro. I'll look later. The dramatic splash video, like things like that. Actually, wait, is it open right here? Then yes, I could check if I have it. Oh, God, dude. Jesus. Thank God I didn't show that on screen. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and like he needs to like Keemstar said that this is what I was remembering for. Thank you for bringing it up. Francis needs, dude. Francis is done. Francis, like the time in the sun with Francis was when you were at your biggest. Not talking your YouTube channel. I'm talking like your size. That's what people tuned in for. Now Francis is just, people are over it. You know, technically people aren't over the birds though. What did I have, like 20,000 votes and the birds won? I asked if, hey, if people wanted the birds gone, I would have gotten rid of the birds. No, he lost. No, Foil Grim. Well, he has. I don't think he made that video. Someone else said that his form of cancer is legitimate. It's not something that's gonna put him under the ground, but it's, you know, it puts him at higher risk for stuff. Yeah, it's one-dimensional. You know, you gotta... Francis had its heyday. It was Boogie was tied to your heaviest weight. You know, and now you gotta do something different. Why do you think I stream, man? My videos are erratic. They're all over the place. One day they overperform. Another day they underperform. The next day they'll perform okay. The next day they'll perform like shit.
Content where he's like,
no, he's not a bad person, Boogie.
Like he's calling his like ex-wife, and she obviously didn't want to be called, and he just keeps going through with it. And then like the one for me, one for the hooker shit. It's like,
stream?
Yeah, because he like calls his ex on stream, and she like she picks up, and like you can tell, like you don't have to have like social cue issues to figure out that she did not want to be fucking called. He does that. And then he's like getting the like whatever that one cam girl was that was with him for a time. So it's like the problem with it is not Twitter, it's the fact that he came with this nice guy persona, right? Like the Mr. Rogers of the internet. Mr. Rogers of the internet should not be partaking in sugar babies, should not be talking about hookers. It's like when you're that high up and you're like in a professional sphere, you know what I mean? Like a lot of those companies won't work with you if you just start doing, like, that's why, like, we don't go on the internet and we're talking about, like, hey, guys, remember the last time we fucking blow-banged this hooker in, like, Las Vegas or some shit? Yeah. A, it's douchey. Hey, it comes across really dumb.
True.
He was actually, you're wrong. He was actually Gamer of the Year at the Game Awards 2018, I think.
God, he was.
Well, yeah, because every other
but that was before he uploaded photos of himself sucking on toes and shit. And it's like, okay, I understand if you don't want to bother.
No, some of those photos he had were ancient, I believe. With
like advertisers, and you want to skip the middleman and only sell to your audience directly, that can work. But if you constantly clown yourself and upload things that you know people will make fun of you for, I mean, Jackson and I have this theory that he has a humiliation fetish, which I feel like is just ruining his life.
I don't know, man. I shitpost on Twitter all the time. I mean, I don't get, like, the amount of sponsors other people get, but I still get sponsors. It's weird. It's kind of like... No, it's... I don't know. I don't know how I get sponsors. I'm an asshole.
Life.
I heard Charlie,
I think it was
you were
just
going to
the
interview
divorce.
DSP, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's not happening.
Here we go.
I saw that. That's just, I'm not doing that.
So
well,
what?
Do what?
Apparently, he's like he doesn't get mad at you. He's blocked my ass because I've watched too many of those hate videos. But apparently, you get the fucking pass because you know it's like Moist Critical. He just looks up DSP game,
which is literally just straight up. They changed the pitch, so I guess DSP's automated, like, YouTube system doesn't flag the video, but they're not taking clips out of context.
and he just sees all the bad videos. I don't even blame him.
Yeah, no. So I was just talking about. So to tie everything back, I was talking about Boogie and like the e-begging stuff, and then I likened it to DSP, whose whole brand has been.
That's part of the reason we're watching this before I shut the stream down, so Phil can't say, he just watched a clip from one of my detractors. Here, Phil, I'm watching the official podcast 310. Well, yeah, of course, that's true, Foilgrim.
Become like, you know, making sure his...
But on the flip side of that, we're public figures. We put ourselves out there. We're allowed, you know, hey, it is what it is. I fucking talk about people all the time. I talk about Phil on a daily basis, so there's that too. Allegedly.
Viewers are giving him money, or else like he
saying he has no time to do anything and he's so busy.
Very similar.
Yeah. So I compared the two. DSP saw it and he made like a response to it, and then was requesting an interview. I don't fucking interview people. I was just talking on stream about the shit. Like, it's not that deep. But to tie it all back to Boogie's OnlyFans, I don't know how many of you guys saw this. I'm sure you guys did, actually.
I used the app Wonder,
Twitter,
Ezra.
He's now just starting to call out OnlyFans girls to fuck now. So he made this like...
he was like, cool. Dude.
He will tag a girl and he will include a photo of her.
Oh, they're going back to Boogie. Yeah, but that means that there's 55% of people, which is tens of thousands of people that voted that like them. So what is the point of doing a poll then? So the thing that's popular that wins out should just be, you know what I mean?
Racy photo of her, like,
yes,
this is nasty, this is gross, it's like virtual harassment, it's like sexual harassment.
It was so fucking weird, because like he called out this girl, and then she responded positively to it by like dropping like fire emojis, and then he replied again saying she downed bad boys. So it's just like him publicly trying to fuck for his OnlyFans, and I guess women willing to use him.
Person.
Yeah, well, yeah, that
is that all they say about DSP here?
Thing.
Yeah, it was like old 1.0 websites,
and it was all so weird. Like all of his blogs from back then, his like messages were
Jackson,
so fucking weird.
I thought you were gonna say it was all so good.
You know, like
the
thing about it is like, and this is where like my thing. Whenever you find somebody on the internet that like, or just somebody that's trying to be like super nice guy, or like, you know, the person that's like hella anti-racist, like the person that polices you on everything. And then it doesn't...
Yeah, it's projection. Okay, that's it, I think. So we'll, let's watch a man. So see how it ties together.
A bit late, did you react to Penguinzo's response yet? Penguinzo, you
know how to say that properly, Phil. Stop it.
I mean, Moist Critical. I have not fully seen any response. What I heard last night was that I guess... he was doing a show, or I guess he does live streams. I don't know. I don't watch all of his content. I just, every once in a while, I see a random video of his in my feed. I watch them. I think that they're entertaining. So I guess he was on one of his shows or streams, and I guess there was a guest talking to him. I don't know who it was. I've only seen, like, no exaggeration, it was like a YouTube short. So 60 seconds. And basically, the person who was on the show asked him, did you hear what Darkside Phil said in response to what you said about him? And he was basically like, well, it's not that deep, you know. I was talking about Boogie. Someone asked me about him. I made a reference to him, explaining how basically he's an e-beggar on his content, and that's it, you know. He's like, no, I'm not going to interview him. I'm not an interviewer. I'm not interested in anything like that. And that's where...
You embellished that a little bit, Phil. He was just like, yeah, not interested. And you brow-nosed, just, hey, Rich. Or, no, hey, Critical, Charlie. Even though all these other people who've been saying, I guess this is Charlie's ass cheeks. All these other people have been saying the same thing. Have I trolled you outside of YouTube, Phil? No, I haven't. I just kept it about the silly shit you do here. We've been saying, Mudahar's been saying it for years. He's another one who has way more reach than me too. But critical, and now I've seen the light.
The short ended. So I have absolutely no idea at all if anything else was said, nor do I really care. That was the answer that I was explaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I figured was going to be. I figured the answer was going to be he doesn't care. He watches, let's be honest here, any YouTuber who's of the size of a PewDiePie, a Moist Critical, you know, those guys, their content is reacting to a bunch of random shit on the internet 90% of the time. That's the kind of content they put out, right? Right. And do they have time to come here and watch my content? No, they don't. What do? Oh, I wonder what the latest drama is today. Let me search for the drama videos about this person. So there's...
Phil, I've tuned into your streams and they correlate pretty accurately to most. There's some videos where it's like, all right, motherfucker, you're just putting up a video because you need to put out a video about Phil to make a couple extra bucks. This is not a big deal. But a lot of times, it's just right from the fapping horse's mouth.
They're searching for my detractor video.
You could buy it on AliExpress, Natsu.
Videos about me, and they see...
DSP looks like a younger, very angry Fred the Baker, real name Mike Vale, that time to make donuts guy from this. Yes, he does. I know who you're talking about. I gotta piss. I'll be right back. And I'll get dressed again, too, because this will be... I didn't put the birds on. Shit. I guess they were too busy eating my spicy sausage. Are you enjoying that?
What did the detractors say today? And they believe that's what's going on. They watch it quick, and then that's what they talk about on their stream. That's what I said. That's the problem with YouTube, is it allows open, blatant mass, either slander, defamation, whatever form you want to say, with zero fact-checking, with zero corroboration of anything being truthful, and there's literally no retaliation that anyone can do to protect themselves.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and
Anyone can say
breastfeed it
anything
to
about
you.
anyone they want and get away with it on YouTube. And so you have massive misinformation campaigns about me, right? And, you know, people get the wrong impression, and then they talk about it on their content, and now all of a sudden, DSP is one of the worst content creators ever made. It's like, did you actually watch?
No one's saying that, Phil. You are far from... You are leagues. Yeah, we'll have a Tommy Tellerico night tomorrow night. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look up that video after the stream. And yes, I will play the Street Fighter thing for a minute when we close out. Can you bring back the Nick Cage? Yes, right over. Where the fuck is the Nick Cage pillow? Did I lose? I lost Nick Cage. I'm losing Birds. I'm losing Nicholas. I'm losing all kinds of shit.
Watch a single one of my streams. Obviously not, because if you did, you would understand what you're saying literally is not happening on my streams, or not to the extent that you.
So, Phil, why is this not happening to... Fuck, people consider me a lolcow, that's fine. Even me. Why don't you see, like, you have an ecosystem, kind of like Wings, around you. Why don't you see that around me? I'm considered a lolcow by many. Why don't you see it around Camelot? Why don't you see it around Mudahar? Why don't you see it around Charlie? You think that maybe there's... What's the common denominator, Phil?
Oh, la 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 la.
You.
You're overemphasizing it, right?
We'll have another, because it'll be insane if I do it for less. We'll have another $5 AI night. You'll get 2 images for $5. I don't know when we'll do it, because tomorrow night I don't want to watch Tommy. But next week, because like I said, Saturday, Sunday I'm being with my kids, so you definitely won't see me streaming. Maybe Sunday.
This guy, Moist Critical apparently has seen misinformation videos about me and then talks about them, like everyone else.
Maybe streaming from a different spot Sunday.
If you remember, just a few days before he had publicly brought me up in one of his streams, I had said I wanted to do a public interview to basically give my side of the story on all of this misinformation that's all about me.
But why does it have to be someone who doesn't really know about you? We've been down this road, Phil. You just, because you don't really have an answer to it. We tell you, why do you beg when you shouldn't? Critical magically made you see the light, so obviously you do it. You said, oh, that's part of the business. That was what he just said, like a couple months ago. Begging is part of a business?
All over the internet. I felt that for too long it had been one-sided. Everyone just saying the same dogpile shit about me with no value. Have I responded to that stuff in my own content? I have.
That's not begging, that's business.
On stream, a few hundred a day. On demand, a few thousand a day. So that versus, giant YouTubers always saying the same negative memes about me because they just believe everything they hear. If I had the opportunity to actually talk to someone and say,
is Phil streaming right now? Let's get a snapshot of Mr. Brunel. Is he streaming right now? Let's see. Let's see how chill Phil is. He's live. Who will survive? Oh. We may have to stay around to see.
Hey, here's my side of the story about everything that's going on.
Yes. AI pillow merch, dude. All right, hold on. All right, listen. First off, I'm hoping that you're naked. If you are naked, we need to figure out merch. It's obviously not going to get it out for the holidays, but we need to figure out merch. So, put a bird up my ass. Put a bird up your ass. We need merch. And we'll figure it out. So I don't forget. Did I mention I hope that you're naked right now editing videos for me? Thank you. Wings is self-aware. Yes, I know, Minxy. I did 2 half-ass attempts at merch back in like 2016. They were fucking terrible. But Wings is by far. Let me read the whole super chat. I have a. Yeah, I can make AI. Dude, I would make that image of Tickled Man. What is he gonna do? It's an AI image. It's not him. And I could sell that. Oh my God. He would be tickled with rage. Could you imagine? He would make a 30-minute video with a bunch of MySpace memes from 2009 crying. This man is selling my likeness without my permission. Anyway, I can't. The only thing Phil has with Wings is that Phil doesn't. Yeah, he does. He interacts with the trolls. He doesn't go as far with the trolls. Phil goes to like third base with the trolls, whereas Wings he's just giving his trolls anal. I did. You know what I mean? Like, he's just going ball. Like, dude, his wife is telling him, Wings.
Look here. Look, listen.
Don't go into the Discord of trolls that are literally dedicated to you. And he goes. And he knows he shouldn't. So he is aware of that, but he can't help it. Phil, I've seen him fight with his fucking trolls all the time. Snow Carl, they're like in a relationship, like an abusive relationship. I know about Snow Carl. That's how like odd their relationship is. Steam Deck is badass. Yes, you do. Or you need Minxy, one of the new Ryzen portable consoles that have the either Ryzen 7 6800U. That's what they'll have because it's insane, that shit.
Obviously, at least it would be out there, right? You might not have to believe it. You know, a lot of people probably wouldn't, but at least my side of the story would be in the public eye. And that's all I was asking for.
You were asking for people to sit there not talk about it, like, but Phil, what about this? What about when you said this? What about when your mouth said this? Nah, you're just, fuck you, you're blocked. No more. Are you serious? I may be onto a gold mine here. See what? That's what you... Phil, this is what you do. You make something people want, and they buy it. Like hot sausage in your hole. Actually, wait a second. You have a hole.
I fell down a fucking hole.
I didn't mean to hip that, but
And
actually...
literally.
Hey,
like,
what the fuck? Your beak turned on Phil. What the fuck am I even doing right now? Let's just... Jesus Christ. Ricardo... The instant regret bird just had a hot sausage in his hole.
3 days after I had announced
I'm canceled. That's it.
that I wanted to do an interview, Moist Critical goes in his content and says negative stuff about me. I was like, that's exactly the point I'm making. YouTubers of his caliber talking about me like this, misrepresenting me because they don't know any better, right? When that's all they hear, when all they see is the negative memes and the viral memes that's toxic shit about me, what do you think they're going to believe?
Phil, people are going to make videos about you. I am sure there are people right now that are sniffing out my Sonic the Hedgehog donkey video with massive erections that are going to respond to it. You know what I'm going to do? Absolutely nothing. I'm just going to scratch my ass and keep it moving.
Right? So it is what it is. Am I upset? No. Did I expect that Voice Critical was going to want to interview me? No. They're quite the opposite. Right? Quite the opposite.
You were absolutely. You won't admit it, but you were absolutely hoping.
I didn't think at all that he would be interested. I think that for me, or for him, I'm just making interesting memes on the internet to reference every once in a while for a laugh. And I think that's probably all I ever will be. If I do a public interview, you know, with someone, which I am still in the talks of, you know, right now it's actually more on me than anyone else. Like I said, I actually
Channel 5.
have 3 different people who are interested in doing 3 completely different kinds of things with me. And I basically told all of them it just has to wait because I'm so busy with new releases and everything right now. I don't even have time to consider doing it. You know, I don't even have any free time at all. Just like I said, this Monday night, I'm filming private React videos for patrons that I've owed them since the beginning of this month. You know, I'm just getting to this stuff. So hopefully when things calm down, right?
Phil, I thought you said you weren't going to have to worry about doing all of the newest releases because it's not helping you anyway. It's not like everyone's like, oh, Phil's playing God of War Ragnarok. It's not doing it anymore. So why don't you do the interviews then? This is the, like, maybe Mr. Business Degree, if one of these people really does have a large following, wouldn't this be the time to do it? Because it's the most wonderful time of the year where ad revenue is, well, in normal times where we are in a recession, is up. Like, no one gives a fuck about your schedule, Phil. And I'm not even saying that in a derogatory way. No one cares about my schedule because I don't have one. But even if I did, no one gives a shit. Like, people get notifications sometimes. Oh, wow, Rich is live. And go do a fucking interview. Make some money. Get some new followers.
With all these new releases and everything.
It's going to be up tomorrow, the Will Blunderfield. It's going to be up on this channel. It's going to be as demonetized as it comes. Age restricted, the whole nine. Has to be.
Dang. I can actually sit down and make a decision about who I want to do it with. I'm still in active talks with 3 different people.
Ask me how much legwork I had to do. Now, here's Phil, who left a 60-page email. Not even the manifesto, where he's like, you were talking about me on Christmas Eve. Which I don't understand why. Like, yeah, Phil, I celebrated Christmas Eve, and then I decided to live stream because I was bored, and there you were. But ask me how much I had to do for Will. Hey, Will, would you like to come on the show and talk about what you do? Yes. Wow, that was a challenge. Phil's like, will there be a VPN? Will there be this? Will there be that? And you don't think, dude, that poor guy. I mean, look, we don't agree with the vax stuff, and he likes to drink pee, which, don't drink your own urine. But you don't think with what he does that he doesn't get shit, Phil? Got his life threatened because he was on a date with a guy, and some fucking psycho homophobic asshole came up to him with a knife. Did he sit there and be like, Richie, I need a VPN. You have to give me a blood sample, your social security number? No. He said, yes, I'm interested in coming on the show. And that is it. You see the difference, Phil? Scott the Waz, did I have to sit there and, give him my social security number? He had to do a background check on me? No. Now, Scott the Waz doesn't deal with the shit that you deal with. I get that. Touche. But Will does and has dealt with worse. Phil, the best thing to do for your career, you gotta get KY jelly, get Vaseline, and then you take the redwood. I know you have a big log up your ass, and then you put it around like where the sphincter is. You put the KY, and then you put what the fuck am I talking about? Then you put one of the two to lube it up and pull it out of your ass. And in the words of the great Salvatore Ganacci,
try to relax your anus.
Do you understand? Like, it should just be, hey, you want to be on the show? Yes, no, okay.
We're all interested. So, I'll let you guys know when I have further information about that, but I had zero inklings that Much Critical was going to...
Now that you are envisioning in horrible detail a giant piece of wood being up Phil's asshole, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I want to do any kind of interview with me. That was just a timely...
I wonder if Snow Carl is like an incognito troll. And that's the thing, too, gaming AES. Unfortunately, the whole thing with Critical, and I was just like, I can't ignore this. It's just too funny because we all saw it. He was like, Critical, his content's fantastic. I'm not sub to him and I don't really watch it, but he has 12 million subscribers, so I'm going to pretend to. I wonder if weed would help, Phil. Phil, you need is it legal in Washington State? I think it is legal Phil, you need some weed, dude. 100%. He needs some weed. He wouldn't do it though. He's too uptight.
The example of exactly what I was saying when I made the effort to say,
because he'd get that would, you know, if he started becoming a pothead, there would be a May 1st incident again in a month. You know, he'd get caught fapping again in like 2 weeks. Oh, the camera's on. I was too stoned to remember. That's probably why he's probably, man, he's like, I'll forget and I'll beat off on stream again. And this time they'll see my dick. Then Phil will be open up at OnlyFans. Dream blunt rotation. I don't smoke, dude. I don't know if that's what you're referring to with me. I don't smoke. I just do edibles. They're easy. Like this shit, I had those gummies. I gotta order more, man. They just taste like lemon. That's why you gotta keep you keep them away. Like I keep all my shit away from my kids in like a medicine cabinet because the lemon shit literally tastes like just a lemon like gummy. You don't taste anything. DSP Live is talking. Here's Phil to tell us more.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on at the bottom?
Okay.
Credit where credit's due. He drinks his coffee black.
All right. So, guys, is that it? Are we good? Those are the two contributions that came in during the break. Keep in mind, one great way you can help this stream without any kind of financial contribution is just liking the stream. Getting 100 likes on this stream is my goal for every.
Did I miss your super chat, Cosmic? My apologies. We need to get Steve back for thanks. I gotta fucking find that goddamn fucking bird. I'm finding everything else.
Stream. It allows engagement. It allows.
All right, we'll give him a pass on likes. Likes are not a big deal. I should probably ask for likes in my video and incorporate them somehow. That's not. File that under who gives a fuck. I'm just keeping it real.
People to find the stream on YouTube who normally would just be like, you know, searching for a game, because I get more likes on the stream, it becomes more more discoverable by more people when they're searching in that algorithm. Okay, that algorithmic mess that is YouTube.
Yeah, but you need more than 100 likes for that to happen.
I guess that's it. Let's just get started. All right, here we go.
Okay, let's just go back to his video. But there have been many times, admittedly, that I'm like, all right, let's give Phil a chance, go to his stream. Maybe, you know, he actually does have these chill streams that he always, and I see him begging or getting pissed off at someone or telling them to, it's like, this isn't a detractor channel, Phil. It's your fucking channel.
I want to be interviewed. That all they hear is the meme. And literally all he says about me are the memes. Oh, Phil's a knee bagger. That's all he cares about, blah, blah, blah. That's the meme. It's the fucking meme. Come to my stream and tell me, you know, especially the last week and a half, I made a concerted effort.
Tell me all these times I'm begging on camera aren't true. The past week and a half, I'm a changed man. I have a fucking sausage.
To cut it out, all right? I got a wake-up call from my viewers, from other people, YouTubers like...
You did not! You got a wake-up call because you were fucking brown-nosed and critical. How many people have told you for fucking years to stop with the shit? Told you back in 2016. I remember being in my old office. And technically, I was right, Phil. Any other business, you failed. Like I always say, no one could kick you off the internet.
Voice critical saying he's an e-bagger, and I'm like, you know what? All right, I'm going to cut it out. You know?
Oh, good for you. God bless. Only took a YouTube user with over 10 million subs to make you see the light. Matter of fact.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Try to relax your anus.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
I'm never blowing bubbles ever again.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
You take the bubbles and shut them up your fucking ass. How about that?
A man, I held a sausage and he said that to you. Don't know how those are linked together, but
I'm still going to mention, hey, we got a special reward tier today, and you want to hit this, you see a
yeah, that's fine, Phil. No one's talking shit about that.
hat or whatever. That's different. But I'm not going to sit here and just constantly be talking about stuff like that, any longer. I changed, and I'm going to try to stick to my guns about that, all right? What are you going to do? That's life. People give me a wake-up call. Okay, I changed now for the better. I'm glad people gave me a wake-up call, right? So there.
People, one person with a huge following that you were trying to.
There you go. But outside of that, how are you going to tell me now all these terrible criticisms about me, or these, I should not even say criticisms, but these terrible things that are said about me that aren't even true anymore, right?
For a week and a half. What? And here's the thing, Phil. I need Spindrift. How are they not true? Look, do the trolls go out of control sometimes? Yes, of course. But there's a reason that like I said earlier on in this stream, there's a reason that ecosystem is around you. Why isn't it around other people?
What's next? Or hey, what's the next meme? That's the thing. You're not going to be next meme. It's just going to be the same shit over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, I don't really care. Just being honest, I don't care. I already have stuff in the works for what I was interested in.
Please, Channel 5. Because Phil's a dumbass, and Channel 5, he's brilliant, that dude. And he would get Phil to basically admit to all the shit that he would be petrified to talk to me about. He would just dig his own hole.
I have no idea if he said any other comments about me. I literally saw a 60-second YouTube short. That's where it ended. I was like, well, oh well. Move on. No big deal.
I got the drip.
All right. I promise this, you get it for a minute, and then I got to go run some benchmarks and stare at my own ass. Actually, I got to run the benchmarks. No bullshit. Congratulations, you're a man who loves birds. On a computer, I have to run benchmarks to this, Justin. I'll find the edibles. Help me find Steve. Birds, Men, Battlestar Galactica. The birds are on the Battlestar, poking corn out of men's holes. Simon, thank you. Have a great evening, everybody. I got to go run some benchmarks on the computer. Basically what it is, for you to understand, someone asked in the chat, is that you run these like whether it be in a game like Shadow of the Tomb Raider has a benchmark, and it shows you how your computer performs with each game you run on it. So I'm going to do that. Spoiler alert for everyone here, you're going to shit yourself seeing how these are integrated graphics. You could run most games at 1080p medium high settings. For integrated graphics, that should make you shit yourself if you understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, have a good night. I'm going to go do that now and possibly test out Pornhub on there. That's a very important benchmark. Always test Pornhub when you benchmark a PC. Good night.